why Yamaha just stopped making pianos in Indonesia. Something significant just happened in the piano industry that most people haven't heard about. Yamaha, one of the two dominant piano brands in the world, has closed its acoustic piano manufacturing operations in Indonesia. Now, you might be thinking, why should I care where a piano's made? And that's exactly the question I want to answer today, because where a piano is made tells you a great deal about what you're actually buying. And the global map of piano manufacturing has shifted more dramatically in the last few years than at any point in the last century. I've spent my life in the piano world as a concert pianist, as a dealer, as someone who has played and evaluated thousands of instruments. And one of the questions I hear constantly from piano buyers is, does it matter where my piano was made? The honest answer is yes and no. Let me explain. You probably want to know the full picture today because the reality is more nuanced and more interesting than most people realize. Let's take a tour of where the world's pianos actually come from. Let's start with a country that dominates global piano production by an enormous margin. You probably can guess already. Yes, it's China. China currently manufactures somewhere between 300,000 and 400,000 acoustic pianos every year. To put that in perspective, the entire United States market buys about 17,000 new acoustic pianos annually. China builds more pianos in a single month than America buys in a year. The largest single piano manufacturer in the world is Pearl River Group, based in Guangzhou. At their peak, Pearl River alone produced over 150,000 pianos a year, under their own name and through OEM contracts for many other brands you see in stores. And here's something that surprises a lot of people. If you've ever considered a Steinway Essex, Steinway's more affordable entry-level line, that piano is designed by Steinway, but manufactured, you guessed it, by Pearl River in China. That's not a criticism of the Essex. It's a very good piano at its price point, but it illustrates something important. The Made in China label today covers an enormous range of quality levels. Pearl River, Hailoon, Parsons, these are not the cheap, fragile instruments that came out of China 30 years ago. Chinese piano manufacturing has improved dramatically, and the best instruments coming out of China today are genuinely competitive with mid-level European and Japanese production. Now, back to the news that opens this video. Until very recently, Indonesia was the second largest producer of acoustic pianos in the world. It was the primary manufacturing base for Yamaha and Kawai's entry to mid-level instruments. The pianos had stocked music stores and school music programs around the globe. In early 2025, Yamaha announced the closure of its acoustic piano manufacturing operations in Indonesia. That is a significant move. What's happened to that production? Well, Yamaha is shifting its higher-end models back to Japan and its mass-market production to China. Now, Kawai still maintains a presence in Indonesia, but they too have been pivoting much of their Indonesian investment toward digital piano production, where growth is currently outpacing acoustic sales worldwide. The Indonesian numbers are in flux right now. The industry is watching closely. Japan is home to two of the most recognizable piano brands in the world, Yamaha and Kawai. And while Japan ranks behind China in total units produced, what Japan makes today is a very different animal. Yamaha's Kakagawa factory, one of the most sophisticated instrument manufacturing facilities in existence, now focus almost exclusively on professional grade and premium instruments, the Yamaha CF concert grands, the Kawai Shigeru series. These are world-class instruments made by craftspeople who have dedicated decades to the art of piano building. The Made in Japan label in the piano world carries real meaning and real prices to match. Now, Germany produces far fewer pianos than China or Japan, approximately 10,000 instruments a year. But its manufacturers occupy the highest tier of the market. C. Bechstein, Zauter, Blutner. These are boutique operations where craftsmanship and acoustic refinement take precedence over volume. A German-made concert grand from one of these historic firms represents the pinnacle of the acoustic piano tradition. Instruments built the way they have been built for over a century, with extraordinary attention to touch, tone, and longevity. So, does it matter where your piano is made? Here's my honest answer after a lifetime in this business. Where a piano is made tells you something, but who made it and how tells you way more. A Pearl River piano made carefully and consistently can be a better instrument than a poorly assembled piano from a prestige factory. What you want to ask is, what is the manufacturer's reputation for consistency? What is the quality control at this specific factory? And what does the instrument actually sound and feel like when you sit down to play? The industry is changing rapidly. Yamaha's exit from Indonesia is just a business story. It's way more than that. It's a signal that the global piano market is consolidating, that quality expectations are rising, and that the instruments you'll see in stores over the next decade will look quite different from what came before. If you're in the market and you want guidance, come check out livingpianos.com. We've been helping people find the right piano for decades, and we'd love to help you find yours. We'll see you in the next video. I'm Robert Estrin.